Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily High. Happy Friday from Matt McGregor and Tone Vase. Good morning, mate. How are you?
Morning, morning. Yep, just checking that everything's streaming okay, and it's all looking good, I think.
True. The price of
Yep,
Bitcoin ain't looking that good, to be honest, and we'll get into that
that
for
is
sure.
true.
Look, it's not going to be a very long show tonight. It's midnight here now, and I have to be up in 5 hours to go for a run with the boxing boys up a mountain, and it's going to be 1 degrees that time, maybe snow on the top of the mountain. So we'll see how it goes. I got to get some sleep. So let's get into the charts on this happy Friday morning. Look, this is concerning to me, these failed rallies that we're having. And as it stands, looking at the 4 hour time frame right now, it might be you might make a case, and it's a fair case to say we're putting in higher lows here. And that's definitely a case, but and it could be valid too. But it's starting to shape for me. And I'm not a pattern expert, and I've never ever claimed to be. But Tone, are you starting to see a bit of this happening where it's let me just some kind of bearish flag? Are you starting to see this structure forming where we start to break this and get this leg lower? Because I sure am, and it's concerning to me. Only in the short term, not in the long term, but this is not a bullish a pattern. But in saying that, I think that I could also make a case, and I would definitely be making a case next Monday or whatever it happens, that if we were to break the upside of this target, or 100,000 plus, which is where it stands right now, that I would be bullish again. But I'm not going to be trading this for a bit inside this channel. I've decided I've had such a classic run in the last, well, it's been almost 6 weeks now of just banging trades. Um, that I think that I'm just going to put my hands in my pocket and try and get some direction here because I'm not going to force a trade on every little pullback at the moment. I don't think that's it's wise to do. I definitely can see this breaking down, which I want the capital to really load up once it goes down. No doubt about that. So I don't want to cut myself to pieces here. And if it does break out and I was to miss 96 to 100,000, it's acceptable for me completely. If it wanted to go back to, 108,000, 120,000, I'll still, there's plenty of room for me with capital to capture the majority of that move. But this is where trouble happens. And so I'm going to jump from the 4 hour time frame. Oh, I'm going to get rid of these lines. I'm not Tone. I don't keep documentation. I wish I did. I wish I could go back and study all the lines that I've drawn over the years, but I guess that's why I do these shows, so I can document it live on air. But I mean, it just arcs back to me to that weekly time frame, which I'm on right now, that the MRI count, coming in for a red star, a potential red star if we were to drop, below 92. But also that EXA is starting to really show its head for me. That, we spent the better half of 3 weeks having false crosses here, until we finally got that cross. And I think that, as I've pointed out numerous times, I've never seen this cross bearish and then recross bullish again at these points. So I do think that we're in a cooling off phase right now. It doesn't even have to go that much lower. It just has to consolidate for a while, and I think that it's consolidation or downside is definitely on the cards here. And I'll probably be get killed in the comments if we're at 100,000, in a few hours' time. But I'll take that chance. This is a no trade zone for me as it stands right now. This is the last show of the week. Um, I'm not bearish on Bitcoin. I'm just looking for a better entry than trying to pick between 93 and 100 as it stands right now. I don't have much more else to say, Tone, as the weeks come to an end. I don't have anything on the lower time frames that are that are showing me anything special right here. It's just the same point that I've made on the 4 hour and the weekly. but on different time frames are demonstrating the same thing. We keep getting rejected when we try to kick off and violently getting rejected. We're having explosive builds up, consolidation, and then just bang down, back down, down, down again. I don't know. I think that this is a time to enjoy the holiday period and stay away from the market. I'm coming back to you right now, Tone. Of course, MRI, Bangbox, and all the sorry, black box bots are all reset and ready to capture the move if we were to kick off. But all the links in the description below. Please like and subscribe. I'm not depressed or anything. I'm just quite late here, but I'm just staying out of the market because I think that's very important. Once you make a lot of money, don't just give it all back, right? That's a good point. Tone, what are you seeing, mate? Anything more than me?
Not really. There's not really much to say. I think a few days ago, I drew. Where's the? Should probably add that in. Let me get that pattern thingy. Where is it? Is it here? Uh, no, not that one. Is it here? Here? Yeah, here it is. The path thing.
Oh yeah.
So I think the other day I drew something like this where I thought this would get, stuck between the moving averages.
Yep.
And then from here, where is it going? Is it going up or is it going down? So I completely understand why you may not be interested in trading this right now because something like this is very likely to happen. One of these two. I'm hoping it's to the upside, but it doesn't have to be. Now, can it break down right now this early? Look, it's possible, but I'm not as bearish on the pattern that you drew. Were you using the 4-hour chart for that? You were.
No,
Okay.
it was just a hypothetical bear flag type of pennant.
Right. So I think this is a little too big for like the bear pennant. To me, this still has, a slight bullish uh to me, this still has like a slight bullish bias. It's also why I drew this. This is why I keep my kind of arrows here for at least a couple of days until they become irrelevant. So I did envision us pulling back and then finding support around these areas. We're a little lower than where I would have liked to see support, but until we break this support line or the prior swing low, I'm gonna, have a slight bullish bias here until proven otherwise. Overall, on a bigger picture, if we look at the daily chart, it's also calling for a little bit more of an upswing. Like, for example, there is a 50-50 chance we're going to go up or down. But I think that for the short term, at least going into the new year, I think there is enough people that kind of want to see Bitcoin at 100K when they're celebrating their New Year's celebration.
Right.
Sailor might literally be that one person because he's having like a New Year's celebration, and I think he wants to toast on New Year's to 100K. So maybe him alone could push the market up into 100K. I just think if we are gonna break down, I just don't think it's gonna be this weekend. It's I don't have a lot of technical analysis that I'm putting into that statement. So I think we're gonna kind of consolidate here. Maybe there'll be enough whales just trying to push it up just for a New Year's celebration. And I just don't think it's gonna collapse right here, right now.
Well, it's a fair
Yeah,
point, mate, because the way that I said that the price has been collapsing on every rally, it could definitely the case. It's the same point that it's been rallying off every collapse as well. So that's a very fair point.
right. We're literally dealing at we're here at 10 a.m. I really don't like these 10-minute candles. But we were, like on the brink yesterday at 10 a.m. as well, right here. And, we were flirting with it for 3 candles. And then we rallied. Your trade went back into the money.
Yep.
After we got off air, we discussed how no matter what, you're gonna walk away with at least $1,000 on our
And
trade, which I'm sure you did.
I did that. I did that exactly. Set a stop. I raised the stop loss to $1,000 profit and took about 0.012.
Right. So we got like a little 10-minute MRI coming in. I don't know. I'm gonna give it like a 60% chance this 10 a.m. low is not gonna be broken. I know it's almost broken already, but I don't know. I think there's a rally incoming just for year end, but there's not much to say really. It's year end. There's not much volume. We're consolidating. You can see the low volume coming in right now, but as we're consolidating, the picture is deteriorating. That See EXA on a 1 day chart doesn't look all that great. On a weekly chart, well, let me rephrase that. On a weekly chart, it looks terrible. On a daily chart, it looks like it can find a bottom any moment
Hmm.
and reverse. It's actually pretty low when it's on the low end side. It's the lowest it's been since the August reversal. So that's actually, pretty
Yeah.
good. It's in
Yeah.
its favor. Lowest it's been since August. Wow.
And
Gotta go
definitely,
way
definitely.
over here, man.
I mean, definitely. I use the weekly for the EXA, where Socrates, who created the indicator, doesn't use the weekly. He uses the daily. So that's valid. It's just I like the weekly for it.
Right. So there are reasons that, the downside is going to be limited. I still think the risk of going all the way to the $70,000 range is high, but I also think that we're not going to crash today or tomorrow or this weekend, right? If a crash is coming, I really think it's going to be early in the year.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't really have much science behind that.
The,
And
the, the, vol the volatility has been extremely low, and that's the point as well. We've been range bound for a few days now. It has barely moved the price.
yeah, I'm actually hoping Fidelity flips grayscale by end of year. We're close. We're close. The ETFs bought a bunch of Bitcoin yesterday, so that's a good sign. 5,000 Bitcoin purchased, which literally covers all the selling that took place Monday and Tuesday. There was also some selling on Friday that it hasn't recovered yet. So I don't know. I still think there's a chance today, but it's definitely going to be choppy. I mean, I would take a break. I wouldn't put on any trades in any direction. I'm going to be unwinding my trades. I kind of want to be in cash at year end. I want to see exactly how much money is in my account starting the new year. So maybe I'll hold it through the weekend. Maybe not. I'll decide later today. And if I hold it through a weekend, I'll exit Monday or Tuesday. And then I'll come back probably on Monday on the second week of January or something. I mean, I doubt I would come back in on Thursday or Friday after New Year's, but you never know. You can see the CMF ain't doing great on the daily, but yeah, it's not that interesting right now. I don't like it. I don't like that we're breaking this 50 period moving average. I would love to avoid this moving average crossover between the 20 and the 50 on the daily, but the only way that's going to be avoided is if we rally over 105 by the first week of the year. And I don't think that's going to happen either. So it's the market could be rolling over here, which is bad. We're flirting with 95. Yep, there goes new lows. So I don't know. Maybe the 10-minute 10 a.m. reversal. How's the 5-minute looking? Like these charts look ugly.
Yeah.
This short term looks very, very ugly. I don't like it at all. I would be out of the market. Maybe I will be out of the market today. We'll see. Yeah, I just don't like it. Not much to say on the traditional markets. Today's a big pullback on the traditional markets. I should look at the 10 a.m. reversal on that's the Dow. Let's, why is that the Dow? Shit, I have to find my S&P again. But I have to find the one that gives me real-time prices. And I never know which one it is. Is it this?
Mm.
Yeah, it's this. Okay. Yeah, this looks bad. Stock market is crashing and pulling Bitcoin down with it. I mean, that's what's really happening right now. We're still unreasonably correlated with the stock market. We're going to be correlated with the stock market for a long time. Yeah, maybe 11 a.m. reversal at this point. We'll see. But yeah, not looking good.
Stick your hands in your pockets and go enjoy the holidays. Come back,
Yeah,
reevaluate.
pretty much. Yeah. There's not much to say, guys.
All right, that's the end.
Yeah. Hey, enjoy New Year's. And I
When,
got
when, when's New Year's? We got, oh shoot, it's Monday,
that's
right?
Monday night, Tuesday night, Monday night, I think.
Yep,
Right? Yeah, no, Tuesday night. New Year's is Tuesday night.
right.
So I'll be in Miami and
Yep.
then head back to Panama.
All right, I gotta go running.
All right. Have fun, man.
Have a great night, guys. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful weekend. Be careful in these markets, but look for good
Oh, wait, I
opportunities.
gotta do a shout out. I gotta do a shout out to a
Oh yeah,
friend.
yeah,
Hey
yeah,
guys,
yeah,
while
yeah.
I'm doing a shout out, don't forget, join us at the Financial Summit Maldives. The shout out is to S70K 3E Monaco. You know who you are? Reconnected with an old friend, and yeah, he likes to stay somewhat anonymous, which is good.
Good man. Good
I should
man.
have done that to start my career in the financial world. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching, and see you all on the next one.